project. Phase 3, page assembly. Day 4, page 4. Alright, so let's draw our cards. So, theme will be, oh, wait, that's yesterday's. Apparently I didn't put them to the bottom. Yep, I didn't put them to the bottom. Okay, hang on. Hold, please. There we go. Alright, so, theme will be houses. Oh, we did houses the other day. Alright, houses. Houses. We did houses for architecture, though. Okay, and our color will be red. Okay, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's start with our stacks. Oh, such a good stack. I've brought the camera down a little bit. Hopefully that will give you a little bit better. When I noticed when I was editing this last time that it got blurry when I tried to come in a little bit because the camera was pretty high. So I did bring it down. All right, so I feel like that one's red. And this one is red and pink. That one's red and pink, but it really reads more red. Alright, between the two of these, I feel like this one feels more red. Okay, so we got a house. Now we need a background. Now the obvious choice here would be the red background. But, y'all know, I haven't been doing obvious. Kind of like that orange, especially if we added some red to it. But let me grab one of the reds. Let me grab all the reds. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's all the reds. Let's grab a gray. And let's grab the black and whites. Although because the roof is black and white, if we did that, I feel like we would need to color that roof, which we can do. I mean, we could totally do that. Alright, so that gives us some places to start. So, red house, orange background. Not hating it. Let's also get some layering pieces that are red. Let's get the red layering pieces. So there's that one. Oh, let's get the gray ones in case we use the red. We should have one more red somewhere. Brown, brown, pink. There it is, the other red. Let's just start with that. So, oh no, kind of like that, especially if I put my words up there, kind of like that. Okay, so that's a possibility, but I'm really liking that layout. Let's see, let's try it on the black and white. I'd have to color my roof for sure. Oh no, I like that because it's like it's the ground, you know? I do like that. Right, I like that a lot. I'm not liking these black and whites at all. I don't think the gray because, oh, I don't know. I started to say because I'm using the gray on gray. But I don't hate that. So we're going to put that aside with the orange as a possible. And we're going to move these as definite no's. All right, let's look at the reds. I do love these. All right, what if I got that blue-gray house? All right, I just feel like these backgrounds are too busy for the houses. So we're not going to use the red. And if we're not going to use the red, then we need the red house. So, 2 decisions in one. All right. So, orange or gray. So, let's just audition them both. Make sure y'all are both in frame. So, if I did the orange, I feel like I would need one of the grays for sure to be my ground. But I kind of liked the gray there. And I did like the red as well. But maybe not that much of the red. Maybe just use a piece of it. Or maybe use it going this way so that it balances him a little. Now I kind of like that. I think I do like the gray better. All right, so if I like the gray better, which ground do I like better? Do I like the concentrated ground? Or the loose ground? Concentrated. Okay. So now for my balancing red, do I like it there or there? I've got Home Sweet Home over here in my words. I think it's blue. Let's find it real quick. So if I did that for my words, or that. Or plain. Okay, I don't like the plain, so it's between the gold and red, which I do really like. If I did that, I might want to put gold in his roof and windows. Okay, or okay, I have to admit I like that transition better than the other because it's like this has got blue and it's anchoring it a little bit. It also has gray, which I feel like is anchoring the background. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. All right, so do I need it that wide? I definitely want it there. I think I'm going to cut it. Well, I think I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut it, I think, right there. And I think I'm going to cut it. Well, let's trim this up a little because of course it's not square. Nothing I ever cut is square the first time. Probably still isn't. Okay. So let's cut like that and put that all the way to the corner, and then that there. And I think I like that. Now I'll put that in the scraps, and these little cuts can go in the trash. I'm thinking I want red spatters on my background though, because otherwise these two pieces of red are just kind of there, you know? So let's do that. And I want a red. All right, so let's glue this down first. Let's glue this to its thing so I know where I wanted it. Okay, there's that. And do I want to color these white spots? And if so, what color do I want to color them? Or do I want to leave them? You know what? I think I want to pull in yellow, because I've got yellow here. Is that too many colors? But I feel like they don't need to be black and white. They're too plain. And I don't know that I want them red. Maybe I should bring in gray. No, I've got too much gray. Don't you hate it when you know it needs something but you can't figure out what? You'll know a bunch of this is getting cut, right? Will I use it? I don't know. Alright, I think I need red in one more place. And so this isn't actually red. But I'm thinking I can take some red ink and I can dye it a little darker red if I like it. So I can use that one. Or I can use oh, now wait, if I leave it white, that kind of ties the roof in, doesn't it? What if, where's that little scrap I just threw back in there? What if I did it in two places and did it white here and red there, but the same lace. Just dye one and don't dye the other. Okay, I like that, but that means I've got to dye this. I'm also going to see if I can salvage this little scrappy bit rather than waste another piece. So let me turn this over and see what we can do. All right, I'm going to get to work. What all am I going to do? I'm going to try and dye this red. I'm going to glue this onto here. If I think I can make it look like it's not torn up. Yeah, I think I can. glue this onto here, dye this red, glue it onto here, and then edge this. This is edged, and then we'll come back and decide if we want to keep these white or if we want to color them. All right, at least we have a plan. Okay, so it did two things. One, it did dye it, but also, if you look, it also made it just a little bit stiffer, which is great because I kind of want it to stick out of the page. I know, y'all, I did that on the last one. You're like, wait, but yeah, I do. All right, so now let's audition it again with it red. And is this dry enough? I think it's dry enough. The white, the red, and the house. Okay, I need to stare at it for a little while, so let me stare and think, and I'll edit it out. Okay, I've stared, I've thought, and here's what I've come up with. I do like it, but I need more red in the background to tie it together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to take this same red, and I'm going to do red splatters on the page. I'm also thinking that I may either do some, I think I'm going to do some doodling. But I think I'm going to take everything off the page so that the doodles are in the background, and do some red doodles. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's start with the splatters. Also, while I'm on fast forward, I'm going to glue this to this because I do really like that. Okay, fast forward. Okay, so I did a lot. Mainly I was playing. Yeah, I can't put this actually in the book because this is the same day I did this is day 4, but I'm filming it the same day I did day 3. And even though it's been several hours, those stickles are still pretty wet and raised, so I can't put it in the book. But I really, really, really wanted to come do another page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on itself, and then I'll glue it in the book later. Hopefully I'll be able to do some more pages tonight or tomorrow because, y'all, I'm having so much fun. Okay, so what did I do? Well, I did a lot. I basically remade this entire background, if we're going to be honest. So I did red spatters. I did white spatters. I did white circles. I did red doodles that are supposed to mimic curtains. Yeah, if you don't get that, I'll zoom in when I do it and hopefully you can see it. But they come down long here, then kind of swoop in, and then have the fringe here. So they're supposed to mimic curtains since how this was home. Then I wrote, super messy, never picking up my pen, there's no place like home, over and over and over to make this top area because it felt a little dark for a sky. And that's basically what it's doing. So this is my ground, right? That's my ground. And I've got to say, I love this. I used a lot of red ink dyeing this because I didn't want it pink. This is what I did with the extra ink. But this kind of has a pink magenta tone to it. I wanted this deep red, and I got it. I also used this. These were just where I cleaned up my extra ink and paint. If you have extra ink and paint, don't waste it. Use it on something. Just grab something. I'll put a doodle on that at some point, and it'll become something. This may become a layering page, or I might doodle on it. Who knows? Okay. So, is that everything I did to the background? Of course, you knew I was going to dye this red, glue it on. I think this worked out fine. I did patch it a little bit. But, yeah, this was super heavy. So I did use some artist tape and glitter glue and sandwich it so that it's definitely going to stay. Since it's going to be hanging out of the book, I don't want it to come off if it gets pulled. So yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Here's the thing. I'm wondering if my sewing machine is A, accessible, and B, working, because I kill it with all my paper sewing. Because wouldn't it be cool to sew these down? All right, I'm probably not going to because I don't think it'll even run, and I think it'll just be frustrating. And there's a lot of glue and a lot of layers here. But if you're watching this and haven't started, that would be a great way to attach all this. So what I'm going to do, since I can't glue actually into my book yet, is I'm just going to glue these pieces down onto the background. And then once the page in there's dry, I'll add this into the book. But I gotta tell you, I like it. You know, 1 to 10, love it? No. Like it? Yes. Feel like it's a good page? Yes. Love elements about it. I do love elements about it. But I like the page as a whole. Let me know what you think. All right, let me glue it all down, and we'll move on. I am going to use glitter glue because of the lace and the heavy. I'm just going to go in and start with it. Okay, I just think that I need to do my shadow of my house, and maybe of my brick walkway, which really that's all, because the others underneath it, and that's fine. So I'm gonna just quickly do this. I did hit it with the heat gun just to make sure it was good and dry, because I have no patience today. I'm not waiting for anything to dry. I'm so bad. I really just want to play today. I should have grabbed a thicker one. Oh well. Alright, today, what is today's actual date? I know what day I'm making it for. Y'all, I think it's actually the 15th. Yeah, I think today's actual date is April 15th. Yes. If y'all haven't guessed, I am loving putting these pages together. I am going to release them to y'all one a day, but I just couldn't stop myself. I am having so much fun. And this is the part I've been looking forward to this whole time. So, yeah, as soon as this is dry, which, I'm starting to get some concerns, but it is starting to flatten out a little. Like, these are flattening out. But these are still extremely puffy. This one's flat. That one's flattening. And this one's still extremely, extremely puffy. Oh. So, yeah. Extremely puffy. What I really want to do is take my clear plastic, lay over the top, and squish it. But I'm trying to resist. I'm trying, y'all. Okay. So, as soon as the Stickles is dry, I will glue this actually into the book. I won't add it to this video because who knows what day it'll be. But there is day 4. And it was mainly just playing, enjoying it. And isn't that what you're supposed to do with art journaling? Just enjoying the process. But I do have to say, I really do like it. So I hope y'all do too. Yeah, I hope y'all like it as much as I do. And I'm super excited about all the stuff hanging out. In fact, to the point that I'm thinking I need to make sure every so many pages I have something sticking out. Yeah. Bye, y'all.